Let's go to those education global results in PISA for Australia. It says our teenagers are almost 2 academic years behind Australian kids who went through the education system in the early 2000s. We find out yesterday we've got almost 200,000 kids, Queensland, Victoria and ACT. They're going home 2 weeks early from school holidays. And then these reports today that deputy principals in New South Wales are going to have to get back to the classroom and pick up the chalk because of a chronic shortage in teachers. This is extraordinary. I mean, we've never spent more money on education to get such bad results. Prue.
This is a generation of test tube babies, guinea pigs, experiments by these inept public servants in the education department that have, drunk the woke Kool-Aid. And these poor kids are victims of an education that's just gone awry. They're not taught the basics. Every concentration is on paperwork to do with, have we done enough welcomes to country? Have we taught them enough about Indigenous heritage and the voice and gender identity? All this crap, when what we should be focusing on is reading, writing and arithmetic like we all learned. So it's no wonder that they either have lost decent teachers or the teachers are so tied up with all this paperwork to justify their existence and cover their backsides.
Peter, you remember who was onto this. Tony Abbott, early in his prime ministership, had a good look at Singapore, and had he remained prime minister, I know he was going to do a lot of things in education. So maybe something that Dutton can get onto.
Hopefully.
Pick up again. Yeah, I agree. And I think we also have to be honest and have a conversation about teachers. I mean, there are excellent teachers, fantastic teachers. I wouldn't be where I am without good teachers. But some of the good teachers are also forced out by some of the time servers, the union hacks, those that have got sort of a left-wing agenda to push. And so I think we've got to take on the unions and deal with the issues of the teachers that we don't want teaching our kids.
Well, Peter, I remember my teachers had supervisors. The teachers were supervised to make sure they were teaching correctly and capable of teaching well.
Right, stay with you if I can, Tina. This report out from your party president in New South Wales, a former MP who lost his seat to a Teal, Jason Falinski. He says the party needs to reform. He's got 8 so-called principles, he says, that'll fix the party. Please tell me this is about more power to the rank and file and not much more power at all to the factional power brokers. In fact, taking power off the factional power brokers. Give me some hope, Tina. Yeah,
that's the key. I think you've got to move the power from the factional power brokers. The members want to say, Peter, they do want to say, I don't know how many times we've tried to reform the party, but the Constitution is far too big, too long, too complicated. I think the intention is good. It concerns me that already there's leaks out, so there's people in trying to destroy the system before it even starts. But I'll forever hold out hope for the party, Peter, and continue to fight to reform it, to give the members a decent say.
I know you will, Tina McQueen. Let's stay. Let's go to the US, actually, if I can, Prue. The Republican presidential candidates have had this series of Republican-only debates. Next year, of course, we'll get the debates between the Democratic candidate and the Republican candidate when certainly they've been chosen. You've got Chris Christie, who's going backwards at a rate of knots. You've got Nikki Haley, formerly at the UN, Ron DeSantis and Vivek Ramaswamy, who is Swami. Yeah. This all happened in Alabama. Donald Trump wasn't there. What do you think, Prue? What did you think of it all?
They're all pretenders. Look, Trump's going to walk it in, and I'm glad he is, because we need someone. He was asked if he was going to be a dictator. I hope he is. I hope he comes in, cleans up the joint, cleans out all the scumbags who are in there, and gets the joint running again. There's no respect for America. That's why China's so empowered. They need someone with balls who's going to get in there and fix the joint, because at the moment, the whole world's looking at them and thinking, what a bunch of poor things.
Prue's on fire. Numbnuts, scumbags and balls. Great night.
It's very nice and Christian for Christmas, isn't it?
My mother, ladies, my mother will be on the phone. I have to tell her right now, numbnuts is not a swear word. We don't know about the other one. Just quickly, Tina, you're close to the Trump camp.
Yep.
Is he going to win?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, he's still supremely confident. He's doing very well in the polls, and his supporters are hardline supporters. They're not going to give up on him no matter what happens to him. They're going to stick to him like glue, Peter.
All right, my favourite two, Prue and Tina. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Have
Christmas,
a good break.
darling.
Spend time with those you love, and I'll see you both next year.
Take care.
Bye.
All right, that's it for me. That's a wrap. Credlin over for 2023. Back, as I said, on the 15th of January. Look forward to your company then. Still at 6 o'clock. Nothing much is going to change, but the news will. Let's hope the politics does too. And the Lodge in Canberra.